Hello everyone, it is your Figure Break, and today on your break, we're going to be taking a look at the Nendoroid Jeanne Alter. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your break. Okay, so Jeanne Alter Nendoroid. Really excited to do the review of this Nendoroid because Jeanne Alter is one of my more favorite characters from Fate Grand Order, aside from Vittoria, of course. But let's get into the outfit and hair of this Nendoroid. The hair is wonderfully sculpted and painted. There's nice little shading into the hair that's wonderfully sculpted. And then, of course, getting into the outfit, really good sculpt for a Nendoroid. You can see all the different parts of the armor. There's a little bit of detail in them as well. But again, it's on a Nendoroid, so it's not too detailed as a scale would be, obviously. And then, of course, there's wonderful paint of gradient on all of the tattered cloth on her skirt and on her blouse area. Just wonderfully painted. And then, of course, there's the articulation of this character, because she doesn't come with separate arms. She does just come with articulative arms, which can hold most pieces, including her flag. You do have to do a little bit of trickery to hold the flag, but we'll get into that when we get into the poses, which the first pose is going to be is her holding her flag, which is wonderfully sculpted and painted. The sculpt really shows the flag waving in the air, and the paintwork is nice and clean on the icons on the face of the flag. Now, what I did is similar to what I had to do with my original Jeanne Nendoroid, was stick the shaft of the flag into the Nendoroid base hole. This makes sure that the flag isn't going to topple over by being bumped or shaken. She can somewhat hold the flag on her own, considering how stiff her articulation is, but really, to be safe, I would recommend this method of sticking the flag into the Nendoroid base. Now, of course, other things with this pose is the faceplate that she comes with right out of the box. It's a fairly plain faceplate, but it is a very nice faceplate in the sense that it has a very subtle smile to it, which is, of course, sometimes a thing that is rare with Jeanne to show. And, of course, she comes with her sword, which is wonderfully sculpted in terms of a Nendoroid accessory. There's very nice little details to it. The paint on the handle is a little bit messy, it appears on mine, but overall, it's wonderfully sculpted and painted. Some other poses that Jeanne Alter Nendoroid can do is her doing her extra attack or Noble Phantasm. To show her doing her Noble Phantasm, she comes with a flaming effect part that can go onto her sword, which has really cool looking sculpt to it. The flames are very lively. And then, how they did the plastic was it transitions to a purple all the way up to a red towards the tip of the flames, which is a really cool effect to see. Now, of course, her doing these attack modes, she has a very sinister smile faceplate that she comes with, which is very menacing and very fitting of Jeanne for that matter. And of course, the card effect part of her doing her extra attack is another wonderful addition, because then you can show her bullying all different kinds of Nendoroids, which is just a really good addition to the entire Nendoroid. And then, of course, to show more personality of the character Jeanne Alter, she comes with a bashful faceplate, which is absolutely adorable, and it is a great addition to the entire accessory repertoire of this Nendoroid. Okay, so as for a rating of this Nendoroid, I'm going to have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Some of the faults with this Nendoroid is that they didn't really solve the stiff articulation to hold up her flag, or didn't solve the issue of the flag being able to stand on her own without any other assistance with the base or anything like that. And of course, she could have probably used some extra hands, like open hands, for example, that she'd come with. All of the hands that this Nendoroid comes with are closed, so you can't really do that much in terms of, minute articulation and to get really interesting poses with this Nendoroid. However, the accessories that she does happen to come with are great. The extra effect parts of her Noble Phantasm, and then of course her extra attack with the swords, the card of it is great additions. Her faceplates really show off the personality of the character, and Jalter has a really good personality in my opinion. She's actually one of my favorite saber faces, I have to admit, within the Fate Grand Order universe, or whatever you want to call it. But again, this is a really good Nendoroid. I would absolutely recommend it if you are a Jeanne Alter fan, and if you're a Fate Grand Order fan, this is a really good Nendoroid to have. Okay, so that concludes my review of the Jeanne Alter Nendoroid. If you liked the video, make sure that you leave a like down below and give a comment on your thoughts on this Nendoroid. And if this is the first review that you've seen, make sure that you subscribe so you can see more reviews from this channel. And of course, I really hope you enjoyed your break too. And I will see you in the next video. See you later. I would like to take this moment to thank my Patreons Dimmick, Ice9EX, Jessica, and Neat. Thank you for supporting, and to all my other Patreons supporting me. If you are interested in becoming a Patreon, there is a little link on the screen somewhere. On the screen and stuff.